Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's coming up for you at this time. Whenever you found this video, that's when you're meant to find it. Always use your own discernment in how and if you receive these messages. These are general readings, so just keep that in mind. And please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And thank you to everyone who has. All right, let's have a look what's going on for Pisces. I'll be doing your weekly either shortly after this or in a little while, but it will be with you soon enough. All right, let's see what's going on for Pisces at the time they view this video. I'm getting a message to do with something that was previously complicated for whatever reason is getting simplified. So I don't know, take it if it makes sense to you. This is the Halloween tarot deck. And this is my coffee cup. One sec. It's more a bowl than a cup, but anyway. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. So this could be that complicated energy that we were picking up on. Could be Capricorn energy, but the Devil is just a lot of strings. It's things that we feel tied and bound to. So that just makes me think of like strings. Oh, and we've got strings or chains in there. So that could be some complicated situation in your life, or whatever the situation is that has you feeling stuck to it, tied, bound, okay? And they're correcting me. They're saying had you feeling. So I feel like we're coming out of that kind of mindset or situation. Current situation, why do I see situation so many times? High Priestess. So this is it could be some news coming your way, some information, some guidance, some advice. This could be signs, symbols, synchronicities, your own dreams giving you this information, or it could be actually like something written, something you hear, something you read, something someone else tells you, okay? That I feel like unlocks some kind of door to you getting yourself unstuck or out of something. Let's see. In the challenge position, yeah, 7 of Cups, ghosts in this deck. You've been in your head about something. The Devil with the 7 of Cups is a loop of just being in your head and running scenarios like this could happen, that could happen, or a loop of daydreaming that turns into procrastination, or a loop of constantly looking for answers, clarity and confirmation. You get that, and then you just start again because it's like, but what if, no, wait, let me start again. Let me start over. Give me one more time. Give me one more thing. Give me, you know what I mean? So that could be what you've been stuck in, Pisces, something in your own head, or a situation that just keeps repeating. But I feel like it's mostly you in your head, either just doing endless research on something, and this is a case of, listen, you already have your answers. It became obsessive with the Devil because either you didn't trust the guidance you were receiving, you didn't trust the information you were receiving, you kept asking for confirmation, you kept asking for more clarity, leading to procrastination because you already had the answers, but you weren't doing anything with them, right? In the foundation, we have the Hermit. Yeah. The Hermit, the High Priestess, very spiritual energies here, solitary energies, both to do with seeking answers, seeking information, seeking clarity, seeking guidance. And I feel like you already had your guidance, you already received your answers, Pisces, or this could be someone you're dealing with, okay? Take it as it makes sense. But whoever this is, they had their guidance, they had their answers. But because what they were planning or thinking or wondering about or preparing to change was a big thing in their life, it's almost like that's why they kept putting it off. Okay, even though they had the answers, even though they had the guidance, even though they had the confirmation. In the recent past, we have the Lovers, and you have the Lovers in your reading yesterday in the same position. So I do feel like a choice has been made, and it's time for action, Pisces. It's time for action. You've already made made up your mind. You've already made your decision. You already had that clarity of, I know what I want to do. So it's time to stop questioning it and to do something about it. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. On the mind, we have strength. Now this could be confidence and courage and the strength to take action. Okay, but it could also be holding back. So we'll see more when we clarify. Because I feel like for some of you Pisces, you just need to do something with the information that you have, or you just need to do something about the decision that you've made. Okay, to take it out of the realm of possibility and daydreaming and wouldn't it be nice if, to the realm of the 3D, the here and now. Okay, the devil could also represent the material world. It doesn't always have to be obsession or whatever. It's bringing it into the 3D. It's taking it out of your head and doing something with that information. Okay, so what's going on today? We have the World, we have the Four of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. All right, Pisces, I like this. I do, because there is a cycle coming to completion. I can't talk. One sec. Oh, coffee makes everything better. Some of you are having tea with me. Some of you are having your coffee with me. I love seeing that in the comments. But there is a cycle completing to do with you being in your head about something and dissatisfied and just bored with searching, bored with looking for clarity and answers and confirmation. And you're like, I can't, you're noticing that there's a loop here. You're noticing that you put yourself in a place of, or however this is, in a place of, this doesn't make me happy, this doesn't make me happy, this doesn't make me happy. Why? Because you already know what makes you happy, but you're not doing anything about it. Do you know what I mean? But with the Ace of Swords here, there is, again, this is truth, clarity of mind, but also communication that is direct, that is truthful, that is honest, could be a bit blunt. Because someone is about to talk about everything they've been thinking and feeling, or a decision that they've made, and to start something with it, with the Ace of Swords. Okay? If nothing else, just to get it off their chest. But that's what I'm saying. Because Pisces, that's kind of what happens, you know, when we procrastinate for this long. We do end up in the cycle of dissatisfaction with the Four of Cups. Nothing's good enough. Nothing makes us happy. But it's actually because we already know what we need to do about it. We're just not doing it. Do you know what I mean? So let's see. It looks like with the Ace of Swords there and something coming out, this Strength card could be someone finding the strength and the courage to talk, to speak up, to do something. Okay? Let's clarify for Pisces. What is this? So we have the High Priestess in the current situation with the Knight of Pentacles. So this is progression. Or again, this is receiving information, receiving clarity, receiving confirmation, that final piece of information. Okay? And for some of you, this is something you receive in your dreams with all the stars here. But if you were waiting for one last thing in the physical world before you could take action, if that's why you were holding back, not necessarily you procrastinating, then that is coming in, okay? The Seven of Cups in the challenge position, we have the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, you were waiting for your financial situation to improve, so you were actively working towards this and saving your money and making different decisions. And it could be that you were waiting for one final approval, or for a loan to go through, or for you to get a job, or for you to get the keys to something before you could start this other process for yourself, or before you could start your own business for some, okay? For some of you, this is what you've been procrastinating about. And it could be that now you have, with the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles, for some of you, you've completed some sort of training, course, class, or you have created a plan or a strategy that gives you strength and Nine of Pumpkins here, the confidence and the self-assuredness that, okay, yeah, I can do this. I know what I'm doing, okay? At least on paper, but that's enough to get going. And what I like is we've got pentacles coming out now. And pentacles do talk about the physical world. We're coming out of the spiritual world and the world of dreams and emotions and grounding it in the 3D, okay? So that's good. The Hermit in the foundation, we have the Queen of Wands. It's to do with, again, the Lovers and the Queen of Wands is to do with you being on a path, in a job, in a relationship, in a place, okay, for a while. And then something external to that coming in and almost like tempting you with the Queen of Wands, drawing you in, catching your eye, inspiring you. And all of a sudden you find yourself obsessing over this Queen of Wands person or idea or situation to the point where you feel drawn to do something about it. But at the same time, you start questioning yourself because it's like, well, what I have, what I'm in, what I'm dealing with is real. I know what it is. This other thing is in the realm of possibility. I could be making it up. I don't know. So it's almost like I don't want to walk away from something that is real and concrete for something that I'm not even sure is what I think it is. For a lot of you, that's what you've been struggling with. Okay. And for some of you, you or someone else was waiting for someone to be single, to come out of this, okay, to be single in order to start a new bond, a new partnership, to be available, to be open, to be interested, whatever it is, right? The Lovers in the recent past, we have Temperance. I feel like something came together for you in the recent past, Pisces. We have Gemini and Sagittarius energy that could be significant. It could have been a meeting, could have been an interview, it could have been a meeting of the minds or a meeting of the hearts, a conversation, having tea or coffee with someone and just talking it out, just being in their presence, just spending time. You could have been shown something, and that could be, again, on the spiritual realm, or plane rather, and for others of you, it's an actual presentation, or you actually watched something, witnessed something, where it's like, I know, now I know, okay, I'm sure. But there's this sense of peace and balance that came to you recently. And it could be because something got approved and something went through for you, or it could be that sense of peace that you experience in the presence of someone else or in a different environment that gave you the clarity that your current environment or situation is not it. Okay? Or not anymore. It might have been it at some point in time. Strength card on the mind. We have the Moon. I'm going to pull one more. And the Five of Cups. There was a fear of loss, a fear of making the wrong decision and losing something that is concrete. Whether it's good or bad, it's not about that at this point, but it's real. And losing that over something that you think you might be making it up. I feel like that's what the bottom line is here, Pisces. You were presented with an offer, an opportunity, an idea. For some of you, you actually had a dream or some sort of premonition, and you saw yourself doing something else, being somewhere else, being with someone else. Okay? And it felt real and it felt right. And when you looked at it in the 3D realm, you could see how you could make a path towards that dream. You know what I mean? But then you're like, wait, Pisces, don't be an idiot. What are you doing? We don't live in our dreams. Or this could be someone else you were talking to and they were telling you this, right? You need to make sure that that is what you think it is. You need to make sure that that is what they're telling you it is, right? And then you went hunting for clues and answers and confirmation and information. A lot of it came to you in the spiritual realm when you were dreaming, or feelings you get, sensations you get. So you were like, well, that's not really good enough. I mean, great, thanks. Going back to your intuition telling you things, and you're like, well, that's great, that's awesome. However, I don't really see how that is transpiring in my real world, so I don't know if I can trust you, right? And it looks like something is happening in the 3D world now that has given you the push, the confidence, the clarity to go, no, this is real. Because the Strength card after these two talks about conquering your fear, conquering this fear of failure, this fear of abandonment, this fear of loss. For some of you, you were just trying to avoid all the feelings that come up to do with a breakup, to do with separating from something, to do with ending a contract and just hurting someone's feelings, to do with, you know, any sort of big change. It's kind of bittersweet. It's not all just fun and butterflies. You kind of have to wrap up other things to have that big change, right? So endings are part of it. There's no way to avoid it. For some of you, that could be what this was, where you made up your mind that you want to be somewhere else, with someone else, doing something else. And you went into that loop of research, trying to figure out a way where everyone can be happy about it. And the truth is, Pisces, there's no way that can happen. Someone's going to get hurt somehow. The degrees of hurting people can vary. That's where you have some control in how you handle the situation. However, there is no way that everyone is going to be happy here, because you have to walk away from something or someone. Okay? And it could be a case of just disappointment, you know, where someone says, you know what, Pisces, this is kind of bittersweet. I get that you have to pursue that opportunity for yourself. I'll miss you, but I'm happy for you. Or I'll miss you, but I get it. Right? When you change jobs and stuff, they're like, well, it was great knowing you and working with you. We'll definitely miss you, but we understand this is what you got to do, or congratulations, you know. So let's see, the World, the Four of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. We have the Three of Swords, the Sun, and the King of Cups. Yeah. It's bittersweet, but the disappointment is much less compared to the happiness that comes from making this change. Okay, this is literally bittersweet. This is what this looks like in cards. Okay, Three of Swords and the Sun. Bitter, sweet. The bitter part is much less than the sweet part. Okay, and this is something you have to do, Pisces. And you see how, like, I love it when I get why they're asking me to use certain decks in readings, because of what they bring to the reading. And so you have this little ghost here talking to the King of Cups, which is the same energy as the High Priestess and the Hermit. Your spirit guides, your angels, the universe, whoever it is that you're talking to and working on, manifesting with, right, in the spiritual realm. They're guiding you. They're right behind you. They're like, yes, Pisces, this is what needs to happen. Yes, Pisces, this is what you got to do. Okay. And you're listening and you're doing something with it. You're taking action with it. Okay. So yes, there's going to be some sorrow, this could just be nostalgia for some of you guys, okay? With the Three of Swords. Oh my God, I lived here for forever. This is the only home I know. And I've got so many memories in this home. You know, made so many memories, had so many first experiences. It was a really happy place, but it's time to move on. I have this other place that I'm moving to now. Or I'm moving in with a partner now, and we need a bigger place. Or we're going to start a family now, and we need a bigger place. World card energy, right? I'm getting chills. So it's bittersweet. It's like, I'm thankful for this. It was a really beautiful thing, but it's just time to move on. It's just time to grow. I literally have full-on chills right now. What else for Pisces? We have the Page of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. And this is conversation, continuing the conversation that the Ace of Swords started, to do with, okay, where do we go from here? How do we make this happen? Long term, okay, Strength card, Two of Pentacles, they both have the infinity symbol in them. What's the long-term goal? What's the long-term plan? Four of Pentacles, what do we have to work with? This is putting resources together towards our common goal, towards this new plan, towards this new idea. Establishing a solid foundation. And if this isn't you with someone else, it's again you on your own with whatever this new path or new goal you set for yourself. Okay? Under the Devil, we have the Ten of Cups, the Magician, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This is The only thing holding you back from long-term happiness, celebration, you being in control of your own life, manifesting things for yourself, celebrating, meeting new people, having new experiences, a new solid start, a new source of money or abundance in your life, going places, travel, relocation, growth in your life, okay? The only thing holding you back from that was the fear, the doubt, the hesitation, and holding on to what was familiar, okay? Nine of Wands with the Devil, holding on to what was familiar. Whether that's good or bad, it's not about that. It's familiar, it's comfortable, it's predictable, it's real, okay? That's what this is about. You are in something that you know, and you have been getting signs, you have been receiving information, you have been receiving knowledge, you have been, you've met someone, or you've had a different idea, or you received some sort of inspiration that has developed more on the spiritual plane rather than the 3D plane, and you weren't seeing it coming together in reality. Does that make sense? And so you were questioning, well, this thing, at least I know it's real. This other thing, it could just be in my head, and if I choose to go that way, I could be making a mistake, walking away from something that is real over something that I'm imagining, and I could put myself in a really bad situation, right? I could be leaving a job that might not be the greatest, but it's there, right? To chase a dream of a different type of job, or a dream of me owning my own business, because I'm receiving all these signs and synchronicities that I'd be great at it, and it would be a great source of abundance and success in my life, and it's what I need to be doing with my life. That's my calling, that's my purpose. But I could be making that up, right? Because I'm just having dreams about it. I'm having very strong feelings about it, yes. But what if I'm making it up? Because I'm not actually seeing it come together in the 3D. But the thing is, Pisces, this is something that needed you to open the door for it to come through to the 3D. And by that, I mean for you to have a conversation about it, write it down on paper, apply for something, take action somehow. Okay, it's almost like the universe is saying, if you believe in this, if you trust us, you're going to have to show us by talking about it, doing something about it, and then we can bring it in. There's an aspect here of you having to prove that you want this and you believe in this by taking a chance on it enough to take some action, as opposed to waiting with the Four of Cups for it to just come in. It's not something that will come in while you're still in something else. That's the test. Okay, that is the test. And it doesn't mean quit your job and then wait to see what happens. It means carry on, but switch the focus. Carry on in this situation. No one's telling you to be irresponsible. But they're saying, okay, you carry on in this situation. Let that be like a safety net, no problem. But your focus, your main focus, should be in this situation that we're talking to you about, right? You can start your business and still have a job. Will it be more work for you? Yes. Will it take more time, effort, energy from you? Yes. However, if you do that and you follow that guidance, that business that you're starting for yourself will grow quickly, and it will start making you money very quickly, because it's something that is absolutely meant for you. And so then it will be easier, because you'll be looking at two things that are both real, yeah, in your reality. And it'll be a lot easier for you to compare, and it'll be a lot easier for you to see that this other opportunity was worth it, and it can switch to it and do your business full time, walk away from that job, as an example, right? You can't manifest the love of your life when you're still in a relationship that you've outgrown. It served its purpose. You're still holding on to it until you have confirmation that the new person loves you the way you love them. That's not going to happen, because it's not that type of situation. This person is very much someone with integrity, someone with, they're aware, the lovers is a spiritual bond, but they're aware that you both have to choose each other. This isn't someone who will force, push, control, overstep any bounds, okay? They will let you know with subtle hints, with their behavior, with their body language, with things that they say, but they're very respectful, not crossing any lines. But it won't be blatant in your face, Pisces, I want you, let's do this. They won't do that, right? And so it's a case of you can't be in both things at the same time. It's different frequencies. They don't mesh, Temperance. Different frequencies, they don't mesh. You have to be out of one thing to start the other where you do mesh together. Does that make sense? You have to be in a place of, I trust my guidance, what I'm feeling and what I'm receiving in my dreams and from this person when I'm in their presence, enough to walk away from this and take a chance on this. Okay? If you do that, again, it will come in quickly, it will grow, it will be beautiful. Okay? That's the bottom line. But you have to do something with it, Pisces. That's just the bottom line that I'm getting. And it looks like you are. It really does, okay? Starting with talking about it with the Ace of Swords. And it could be that honest conversation. For some of you, it could just be that conversation of, let's make this real. Okay, let's talk about it. We've both been dancing around it, tiptoeing, subtle hints and whatever. Let's have a real conversation. Is there something here? That's all we need to know. From that point on, I can have the confirmation that I need that this is a real possibility, a real interest here, a real attraction here, a real bond here, enough to go and make the changes I need to make, free myself from whatever I need to free myself, and then here come your way, and with the Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, and continue talking about it. Okay, continue doing things about it. Right? Should I talk to that person about collaborating, joining forces, creating a new job for me, or me putting forward what I think should be done here and how I think things should be done, and it would be much more profitable and beneficial. You're in your head, you're working on that presentation, but you're not showing anyone because you're telling yourself, well, they'll probably think I'm insane, or I got nothing to do with that team, I got nothing to do with that department, they won't even listen to me, or whatever it is that you're telling yourself, right? But this is where you have to pick up the phone or send that email and be like, listen, I got something for you, could be nothing, but I think it's at least worth 10 minutes of your time, and then you'll know if it's something you can use or not. Put yourself out there, promote yourself, talk to people, right? But it has to be something that you do in the 3D that opens the door for everything that you've been receiving signs about to come in. All right? It can't come in while you're still attached to something else or holding on to something else for dear life. Okay? It's very different energies. Okay? I hope I'm explaining that right. So let's see, Oracle energy and advice for Pisces. And it has to do with, again, I say this a lot, but we're in between eclipses when I'm recording this, and it has to do with the eclipse we just had, where you planted intentions. And then the next one we're coming up to in about a week is one of release, of releasing yourself in order to continue to work on those new intentions that you set for yourself in the previous eclipse. Does that make sense? So that's exactly what's up. So you could be dealing with this energy for at least a week. Oh, hold on. I caught them just before they fell. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Listen to your intuition enough to move, action with confidence. Strength card. Listen, I'm not making it up. Look at it. That's literally what this is, okay? And these that flew out, we have Angel. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. It's like that little ghost with the King of Cups. The High Priestess, the Hermit, everything and everyone's screaming at you, except it's in the spiritual plane. Owl. There are spiritual messages. Oh my God. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Number 23. From one thing to another. And you're receiving a lot of messages and a lot of wisdom. And it's about trusting them enough to act on them. Plane. A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. 26, setting up to an 8, infinity symbol. You're definitely in a time of transition. Or it's a time ripe for making transitions and aligning yourself with your true purpose, with your true love in terms of business, career, what you want to do with your life, with your calling. You could use the time as that and start making these transitions by doing everything that we just talked about. Or you could stay where you are, just know, that's absolutely fine, but just know you're manifesting the next big chapter in your life. So you have an opportunity to align yourself with something that is in line with your true life purpose and true calling and who you are, because you've grown and you've changed. You no longer fit in with where you currently are, which is why you're now being given this new opportunity. Something to consider, okay? You wouldn't be presented with an opportunity for change if you weren't ready for it, okay? Or you could make the transitions and start this other cycle. We have patience. Number 24, slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Clear your head, clear your mind, get out of your mind. Slow it down and ground it, Pentacle energy, by doing something in the 3D. And it could just be a conversation, Pisces. Just speaking those words out loud, okay, is how you make room, is how you open the door for this to come into your reality. Okay, and let's look at your Shapeshifters Oracle for Pisces for this reading. Shapeshifters Oracle for Pisces for this reading. What else do they need to know that will help them? Okay, that one. We have Pisces. I swear to God, man. I give up. The butterfly ferrets. Number 5, number of change and transition. And what does it say? I am reborn. And again, Miss Spiderweb, 14, adding up to a 5, change and transition. Reconsider your alliances, make new connections. See what I mean? This is the kind of stuff that you can't make it up. And it's again part of, with the High Priestess and the Hermit, those synchronicities that are screaming out as Pisces, and you're like, what? What do you what? I'm listening. I trust you. I believe you. I'm waiting. And they're like, no, it's not for you to wait on. It's for you to trust enough to take action with, and then we can bring it in. Okay, so it's up to you to open the door, Pisces, and you open the door by having a conversation. That's the bottom line. Okay, so I really, really, really hope this helps, because it's a big deal, but it is co-creation, Pisces. We can't just wait, and I'm talking to myself as well. We can't just wait and be like, yeah, I believe my intuition. I trust my intuition. Sure, I believe you guys and guides. Yeah, bring it on. I'm open. But we have to do more than that. We have to actually do something, not just wait, not be passive. We have to do something, be active about it. And the simplest thing we can do, at least looking at this situation, is to have a conversation. To speak the words out loud, to write them down and send that letter, email, message, or to speak them out loud into the 3D. Okay? And then the rest can come in. Everything you've been getting signs and symbols about, then that can come in. Okay, so let's see. Now we're going to look at your yes or no question. Phrase your question in a way where it needs a yes or no answer. You can pause the video to do so, and then pick a number between 1 and 3. I recommend picking one number since we're being so specific, but you always trust your own guidance and do whatever you feel drawn to do. If the additional messages don't resonate with you, just sit with it for a bit, consider it. It could be a completely different perspective that you're being offered that would take you to your solution, or It's just not your messages. Only take your answer. And even if that one doesn't hit home for you, it doesn't feel right, doesn't feel like it's your answer, don't take it. These are still general. Is it a yes or a no for Pisces? 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you chose number 1, your answer is a big fat yes with the Sun card. Yes, what you're thinking is correct. Yes, this is the right time. Yes, the moment is now. The time is now. There's a spotlight on you. There's recognition. There's fame, popularity. You shine at this time, Pisces, so they're asking you to use this to your advantage. Whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve. Whatever you want to receive, you can receive. But you have to ask for it. You have to put yourself out there. You have to let people know what you're working with. You have to let people know what you're offering for them to start coming your way. You know what I mean? So it's a time to promote yourself. It's a time to put yourself out there. Surround yourself with people. Put yourself in new places and new situations, because you're going to be attracting all the right attention to really, really prosper. Okay, so I really hope that makes sense. If you chose number 2, your answer is yes, you have good news coming your way, something that will make you very, very happy. This could be romantic in nature, doesn't have to be. It's about something that you have your heart set on. There's good news coming in, there's a conversation that is happening, or there's confirmation that is happening, okay? And if you chose number 3, yes is across the board. You have yes, things are about to start picking up speed. I feel this like a wave of positive energy that's about to hit you, Pisces, and it's up to you to guide it where you want to go, because you could feed it into something that you're trying to achieve, or you could just experience a lot of different little wins unrelated to one another. Okay, so it's something to consider. Where do you want to put this wave of energy? Because you could either, it's almost like, imagine you have a garden and it starts to rain, okay? So you could let everything get rained on and it'll grow a little bit, and some things will produce fruit or flower or whatever here and there. Or you can find a way to pull the rainwater and only water one plant, one tree that you really want to accomplish success with, and make the most of it, get the most out of it, if that makes sense, okay? And that's what's going to happen. So it's really think about, like, narrow it down. What is it? What is the one thing that you want to have success with? And it could be a doozy, it could be a big one, but the energy that I'm feeling coming into you, the luck energy, the blessing energy, it will be just as big, okay? So have a think of where you want to invest, what you want to push forward, what you want to develop, and then focus, like, be open to possibility, be open to receiving, because you'll hear things. Oh, have you heard such and such is doing this? And you're like, oh, I could use that for this. This is available, that's available, this thing's opening up. Do you want to go? I hear all sorts of people are coming. Oh yeah, cool. And then whatever you hear and whatever you receive is going to be conducive to you, whatever goal it is that you set for yourself. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like I'm rambling, but that's when I know that I'm just channeling. I don't have any clue what I'm saying, but hearing it back, it usually makes sense. Okay, so I really hope it helps you. All right, Pisces? So I'm gonna leave this here. What a reading. I just need to go sit down for a bit, lie down, have a drink. It's a lot. It's a bit longer as well, but I see 38. Yikes, man. But yeah, I really hope it helps, okay? Because it's a big deal. This is what's missing. This is what needs to happen. You need to have a conversation. You need to bring it in the 3D somehow. Speak it, write it, take a picture of it, put it out there. I don't know what it is. And then everything that you've been shown that is meant for you, but you haven't seen it, that's when that can come in. All right, Pisces? So I really hope this helps. It's important. I'll leave it there. Have a great day. I'll see you in your weekly. Bye for now.